say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cavaliers will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Florida's offense will take the first swing of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, let's chat about Florida. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems.
Breaks into the just steamrolling the defense. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to... On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. Set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic.
He's going to go for a big one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got it set up on the outside. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive... in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, about And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. Quick completion to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Extra... will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's flagged away. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The Gators will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He was hoping for a little more run. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Leaves it with the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hawkins. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
With the catch, it's Wilson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. And nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they... on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They kick it away on fourth down. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll go right back to it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 18 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Oh, he's got a chance. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that. Play.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a man. It's Morris. The short hands. It's Harris. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He'll start this drive going to the air. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on... down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He'll take another shot here. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the... after losing yardage on first down, 2nd and goal from the 10. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's
Looking for the end zone.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll sneak it. They thought they had a good plan, but it... work. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Give to the running back. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. He's got his man, makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ball. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it up.
It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And they decide to go.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going over the top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end... quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's it. A defender all. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. With this one, they can vault into the lead. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, there's still... The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wide receiver going in motion. The give out of the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Lagway. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Ball. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead.
55 weak. Go!
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
And that's tough to do. Quarterback sneaks, you're thinking, get the ball quick, get upfield, try to get what you can, try to get those first downs. But the defensive line just owning the offensive line. Nowhere to go for the quarterback. There was no sneak. There was no yardage. There was nothing to do.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They're going to run it. And the defense drags him down.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in the face.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Ball. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Ball. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
The sure hands, it's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Morris. Finds a tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ennis. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We sensed a great